I'm not too sure about you guys, but for me at least, when I get bored, I like to watch things that are funny, that'll make me laugh, or stuff that's very comedy based. And for this, sometimes I really just like to turn to the modern news industry, because some of the ridiculous bullcrap you'll find on the modern news is really interesting. Nothing gets my blood pumping like watching an elderly, senile, decrepit old fart try and decipher the word Skype. Like I said, it just really gets me going, makes me start wanting to do my own little jolly jig, start dancing around and going, ha ha ha, look at that senile old person. Speaking of senile old people and people that don't understand modern technology, the Fox Business account on YouTube made a funny old video and oh boy. I'm not too sure about you guys, but I kind of care about the planet. You know, I kind of don't want this whole place to be burning flames in a magma rock in the next 1,000 years. I mean, you know, obviously that'll happen down the line, you know, billions of years, millions, I don't know the exact number. You know, I would rather it happen later than sooner. However, Fox News seems to think a little differently. I'll show you a few clips here, and I think you'll find them entertaining.
Yeah, the only thing I could see that the Xbox is changing is that it's going to download updates late at night when it's using less power. But I mean, if they really wanted to save energy, don't you think maybe a flashing message, hey, you've been playing Xbox too long, you got to get a job, maybe a girlfriend.
Get out of the basement, your parents are sick of you.
Yeah.
And there it is. 22 seconds into the video in 12 milliseconds. That's right, I had to bring up the milliseconds here, baby. Seems to be a common occurrence in a lot of news and media, because it just seems like media hates video games. I was gonna make a bigger video about this, but I might just kind of clump my main points into just this little segment here. I might make a video about it down the line, but I know I already did previously, about if it can cause violence and all. Shameless plug, that's right baby, go watch it. Media hates video games with a burning passion. I swear to God, there could be breaking news about a baby slipping on one single sliced pickle on a tile floor so there's no friction at all, causing a larger jar of pickles to fall over, smash on the ground, glass and pickle juice everywhere, and their mother tries to walk over it carrying a pot of boiling oil, slipping on the tile and the glass and the pickle juice, landing on the ground. The pot of oil goes everywhere, covers everywhere, it's corroding flesh, it's terrible, gruesome. Father runs into the room to see what all the screaming is about, tripping on the bodies, landing onto the ground, into the glass, pickle juice, and boiling oil, causing terrible lesions, just cuts, scrapes, just lacerations, terrible stuff, and the vibration, the impact of all the bodies landing on the ground has been actively tipping over the refrigerator, and the refrigerator falls on all of them, causing an electric shock. And then the electric shock takes out the power grid, and now there's no power to the city. But you see, the thing is though, is it's in the middle of winter, so now there's no heat, there's no water, there's nothing. Thousands of people die, all because of this one incident. Modern media would try and blame it on video games.
When I have a Ford F-150 truck, and my wife looks
this is how he
way
bragged.
better
This is
looking
how he
driving a truck than she
brags.
does like in anything else.
What? I guess I was right about the whole senile old man thing, because he just went into his own dementia-ridden fucking tangent there, holy shit. I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, I like interjecting into random conversations just with complete nonsense, you know, it can be funny if done right. But the thing is though, is I think he's trying to make a point, but the issue is, I don't know what point he's making. I mean, I guess he's trying to say his wife is better than video games, but you know, obviously, I don't know why anyone would think their significant other is less important, but I mean, alright, I guess. Now obviously I understand there's going to be one or two silly geese out there that do value video games more than family, which is very sad, but you know, it's very few and far in between. Now for this next clip I pulled from Twitter, and it well, let's just say it goes in a very interesting direction.
It's not that it's actually going to offset emissions, okay? The level of reduction is infinitesimal, but they're trying to recruit your kids into climate politics at an earlier age. Make them climate conscious now.
Yeah, I didn't think of that. You're right. They're going after the children.
Of course they are. But again, what's the point of video games? It's for kids to be kids.
Well, wasn't that just completely and utterly brain rotting? Now, to comment on this whole thing, I'm just really confused on why they're bringing this up now. I mean, Xbox has had this feature for a long time. Pretty much every, like, technology, like monitors, TVs, even softwares like Microsoft, Sony, like when it comes to the different PlayStations, have had power saving modes for quite a while. So I don't know why they're making this seem like big news now. The whole going after your children thing, it's a default setting in your Xbox. It doesn't even like really expose you to it. I don't even understand what this whole fuss is really about. Like they started off saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna download things on night instead of in the day when there's less power. That's a good thing, one, because it saves money, and I mean, you know, saving money is great, and two, it offsets some emissions because of the amount of Xboxes that are doing that and using less power. Nothing makes me more happy than hearing a fucking ancient fossil on Fox News tell me about how technology works. It seems like every single person on Fox News is just scared of advancement. I mean, none of them have even touched video games. And to add on to the whole thing, even if it is true they're going after your children in the least likely scenario possible, the worst take ever I've heard in a long time, not really a bad thing that your kids are being made aware of climate change. That's a pretty pressing issue, no? Like, you know, I don't know why they're trying to give this whole, oh my goodness, we need to protect the children approach. Schools already teach, I mean, at least where I was taught, schools already taught about global warming at a very, very, very young age. So I don't understand the big issue here. Maybe it's different in America. Maybe it's just like really southern states. I really have no idea. But, you know, I don't know. This is just a really stupid and goofy topic, and I really wanted to bring it up with you because why does this have to exist? Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna go think about my life, I guess. Please like and subscribe. Take care.